Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Please excuse me. I tested out the new ice packs. I gotta tell you, coffee time with Rita is gonna be short today. So reusing up the old ice packs I have. The new ice packs do a lot better. I gotta tell you, $3 ice packs, reusable. Higgins and I were talking about that. They are actually flexi and bending the gel filled. $3, and all you do is you just wrap it up in a towel or a paper towel and just. So a lot of people have been wondering why my brain's kind of swelling up a bit or hurting like hell. So I have to take some extra meds, break, etc. Buns looking for food. So today's coffee time is going to be talking about a serious question you guys have been emailing me about. Why are we prepping? Well, let's just say I sent an email message to Mama Fanny from her crabby adopted daughter. Crabby's my name, by the way, for some of you. I should change my name to Crabby just because, it'd be funny, right? So, Mama, I was looking over her channel today, watching some of her vids, and I was thinking about something important, right? So I watched a radio channel. Yes, I know, Mom's going to be like, oh no, oh God, radios again. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you the story about the radios first so we can get it out of the way. So I was watching a radio thing today, right? On Scanners. And I legitimately asked the question. All right, Higgins asked, how much commission are you getting? Who was with me? We're on the phone. They didn't answer. He's just like, oh, we get a small commission, blah, 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 right? Didn't say how much, right? But when it came to me, I asked, is it feasible? You see, this is where I'm hitting a rock in a hard place, okay? Is it feasible to buy a scanner when you're only picking up 1 to 3 channels, right? 1 to 2, right? The EMS is on its own system, so you can't listen to it. The fire channel is there. The police band, or the sheriff band is the only thing, right? And then you have the ferry system and the marine band. My marine band doesn't go off that often. It scans the marine channels. The air band doesn't go off that often. I mean, literally, it's like a dead zone here. I mean, a nuclear bomb could go off and, right? Anyways. Enough about nuclear weapons. I got a video that talks about why we're prepping. But anyways, the guy literally gave me examples. Okay, what do you recommend, right? And let's just say, to cut to this story short, he was recommending the $300 to $500 scanners to start with. Or if I really want to be a tight wad or tight ass, to go lower to 120, 130. Going through his company. Not going to happen, okay? Thing is, as long as there's a service search, you can find what you need, okay? Now, let's get to the part. I thought it was funny. He was recommending P1 trunking systems, or conventional and digital, conventional regular trunking. And Higgins and I were shooting the shit about it. It was funny, okay? So we were on the phone about that. He literally couldn't believe what they were recommending. I mean, there were 1 to 2 channels. And all these guys are like, oh, if you buy this one, you're going to get more than 1 to 2 channels, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, maybe the ferry and maybe the marine band stuff. But there's a guy that came out here. He only got 4 channels, 4, when it was working on his digital scanner. And he was using P2 trunking. So, anyways, one reason why I was asking specifically about the radios is partly because of tonight's topic of why we're prepping, okay? I watched some videos, right? Something that was interesting with dear old Mama Fanny. And Mama Fanny and I were talking about why we are prepping, right? And, I sent her a link. I love the video. About Mama Fanny sent me some, Pee-wee sends me something, from time to time, on different things to talk about. So far, the news is covering up a lot, right? But anyways, I came across a channel in my feed, right? There were some live feeds. One guy's making a living, basically loving his YouTube channel, making more money than he could ever made working at a store. Another person was talking about how they're great, making lots of videos and telling all this stuff. I mean, literally, it's like misinformation, okay? So YouTube claims my videos are misinformation, right? So what I'm trying to do is basically diversify and say, look, I'm not misinformation on transgender issues. I don't misinformation on other things. But sometimes people say, oh, you're misinformation on why you're prepping. Simple. We are prepping for just in case scenarios. Plain and simple. So if you don't want to believe as a prepper, then don't prep. Same. Change the channel then. But if you are a prepper, gotta ask yourself, what is the zones? I've been hearing people talking the scanner website I was listening to, or the YouTube channel, where they were talking about massive snowstorms and in Midwest. Oh, great, snowstorms. Someone asked me the other day, "Where's our snow?" Don't know, don't care. All right. Another thing I want to tell you why we are prepping. We're prepping for emergency situations. All right, emergency situation. That means we're prepping for any and all situations. Now, some of you preppers out there, like Mama Fanny's, prepping for tornadoes on the tornado belt. Did you just hear the news today? Preppers are messaging me going, wow, we're glad we listened to you. We did some light prepping and we're surviving a little better than most people. Apparently someone emailed me and I had to go look it up. Tornado touches down in New Orleans. This is what you're prepping for. What if the weather changes and Mama Fanny's entire state's covered in tornadoes, then flash floods, then snowstorms and everything else in between, and then all of a sudden she doesn't get power for 3 to 6 months minimum. Mother Nature can be cruel. That's why we prep. Fortunately, a lot of people say, oh, well, the government's going to take care of us if there's a problem. Really? Yeah, if you wait 6 months, the government might give you a voucher for a boxable or a voucher for a freaking mobile home that you might live in the rest of your life because your house was completely wiped out because of something. That's why they have homeowners insurance or disaster insurance, as some call it. I mean, think about it. Most people in the world don't even think about insurance. They think about the finer things in life to the end of days. Now I saw a video, okay? The video was very disturbing, okay? Very disturbing. I'm not going to go into names or whatever, but they're claiming 3 things are going to happen to us. One, we're going to be under a cyber attack. Oh, the U.S. is going to be attacked. We can't help it. The U.S. is going to be under cyber attack. That is misinformation, okay? Someone who's living on someone's fears, okay? Fear-mongering, as Higgins would say. Sorry, Brother Higgins, I do too. Eventually, we're going to see Ukraine and every other country being nuked because Russia wants to nuke us. That's why you prepare for nuclear options just in case it happens. It might never happen, but someone who's got an itchy trigger finger, and I keep saying prep just in case. Prep like your life depends on it. I mean, look, let me tell you what the preppers are doing. Preppers are being called insane son of a bitch crackpots. You lazy, useless people. And yet, I come on to tell you, look at the way things are working in this country. Literally, you sit there and you say, oh, I like life, or I don't like life, or I like this, or I like that. Make sure I have some more of that. Okay, hickory. Good, got some more hickory there. Cool. So, enough barbecue sauce, making sausage ropes tonight. I had to send Chloe to get toilet paper. We were out. Chloe forgot to do it last night. So, if someone says, oh, this is why I have some toilet paper coming in too, and paper towels. I bought some more bulk. Don't like tupping into my preps unless I have to, okay? Now, Higgins is like, oh, you need to rotate. I eat lunch, okay? When I eat lunch, Now, Chloe this morning got up early. She was tired, but she got up, couldn't sleep well, so she went and got some candy for me and smokes for herself. Well, me. Cigarette, I do dip, so I can sit there and say, well, Chloe, it's a bad habit. I already have 2 cans I'm missing, but point being is she's smoking. So, you can't judge someone who's basically smoking because of stress. I mean, literally, But, Chloe and I were talking about several things I want to talk about that's preppers related. More than preppers related, I should say. It was related. Is this got some in it or is this empty? See, I'm trying to see where my dip is. What can's got what in it so I can have it prepared. Yeah, that works. current now. I'll open this one up. Okay, so Bowie and I were talking about prepping, right? A lot of things you can do to save some money. A lot of people say use YouTube or use other things, And then there's people that message me, right? Oh, I grabbed the wrong can. The other one's open. Okay. So then you got the preppers out there that are sitting there and they're trying to get you guys to keep prepping. But a lot of people are losing hope and faith in the preppers. I mean, think of it. We're prepping because of emergencies and disasters. If you just keep at least a month's supply of water and food on hand, you're better suited than someone that didn't even prep at all. And if you get through 1 month, you can get 2 months or 3 months or 5 months or 6 months or a year, 18 months. Look at Mama Fanny. She's losing subscribers, losing video views. Why? Tell you why. Because no one gives a shit. Think of it. Let me tell you what's going on in the world, right? One guy was talking in 99% bullshit, right? There was 1% of truth nugget in his video. That's what brought me to get to make you this one tonight. Short and sweet. The truth nugget was that, no one knows what's going to happen. That's it. Someone can forecast we're going to be nuked. Someone's going to forecast we're going to be hit with a golden eye, EMP, cyber attack, then EMP, then nuclear. Come on. No one knows what's going to happen. That's miscommunications. That's misinformation. No one knows. That's basically what you say. Pure panic and anarchy to make a living. I'm not here to make a living. I'm not here asking for donations. I'm here to specifically say, look what you're doing to the people. People aren't giving a care anymore. I mean, look at Higgins. Higgins says, oh, well, panic happens, or whatever. I mean, literally, There's only so much a person can do. Literally. And that is something I've told Pee-wee. I've told Fanny. I've told Higgins. I've told Zoe. Everything happens for a reason. Oh, yeah. You know what? There's a lot of people that see my channel and other channels. They say, oh, your channel is, slow. Which reminds me, I want to St. Chloe to get the coffee after all because, frankly, there is no meeting tomorrow. I'll get to that later in the video. Problem is the American people are now basically looking at the economy going up and going down, going up and going down. Dow Jones going up. People are saying that the recession won't happen. Gas is down 52, 75 cents or more a gallon. Kumbaya. We're living in the land of we've beat the recession thanks to Biden. We've beat this thanks to Biden. We beat that thanks to Biden. The American people voted and we voted and we did not want the Republican right-wing nut jobs in office, so we voted them out. I mean, literally, I can't say what I want to say because YouTube would sit there and send a misinformation thing too, but you got my point. Point is YouTube is getting, people are making a living on video game reviews, which a lot of people like video game reviews. Others are doing reviews on other things. I mean, have you noticed if you do a complete search on scanners, you might find maybe 1,000 scanners reviewed. 1,000, maybe, total. But you got to look. Video games, millions. Video blogs, billions. I mean, literally, you got people sitting there telling us, the misinformation thing. Oh, it's misinformation if I say this, and this about the trans community. I mean, literally, they're telling us what we can and can't say. So a lot of people are saying, let the nukes fall. A lot of people say, let the EMP happen. The EMP happens, let me tell you what's going to happen. And this ain't misinformation. This is the facts. The people glued to their freaking phones are going to lose their fucking noodle in their mind because the phone won't work. And then what? See, I use this as Wi-Fi only. Oh, it's Higgins. So, anywho, let's just finish up here. So, a guy turns around and literally says, all this crap's going to happen. And you got to prep for it, right? All you prep for is all situations and areas. If you're prepping for nuclear, you prep for nuclear. If you're prepping for natural disasters, you're prepping for natural disasters. They're prepping because, the food, there's going to be a food shortage. It's fine. There's people out there that don't even believe in food shortages anymore. No, they believe we're all fucking full of shit and they're not listening. So think about it. Think about that and chew on that for a while, okay? They think we're all literally full of garbage. Pretty much. You see the preppers out there, they're done. They're done. It's a fad. Remember, I said after New Year's, or after the election, slowly people aren't going to listen to us anymore. And that's happening. You always have to reinvent yourself on YouTube because of it. Think about that, and I will post comments and I will expect comments and suggestions later. So for the rest of you out there, please unsubscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button. Hold some fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Hit the bell notification, thumbs up button, subscribe button. Hold some fun for everyone. Thanks for watching, and God bless you in everything you do.